So going on, I'm going to talk about Martavis Bryant, and he recently was, given a 1-year suspension by the league for abusing the NFL substance abuse policy, or violating it, better say. And he was going to appeal it, but then he dropped his appeal. And guys, it seems like it's been a reoccurring problem with players and just not being able to stay off the stuff, and they're costing themselves thousands of dollars because for violating the abuse policy,
he has a minimum of 1 year suspension.
Yeah, and he was scheduled to earn $600,000 in 2016, and it's sad because his agent Brian Fetner pretty much said that we are all stunned by this, me included. We miscalculated the issue. It isn't a party issue. It's a coping issue and it's a depression issue. He's got to take care of it. And he recently, this season he was suspended for 4 games. He played in 11 of Pittsburgh's games. He had 50 receptions for like 765 yards and 6 touchdowns. Imagine if he would have played in the other 5 games. Like that's, you know what I'm saying? Like imagine you.
Robinson though.
So what?
Allen Robinson though.
Didn't Allen Robinson play the whole season?
No, he got hurt.
When did he get hurt? How many games did he miss?
Continue on.
How many games did he miss? Let's pull the stats on Allen Robinson. How many stats did he miss? How many games did he miss?
Continue on.
Okay. All right. And does Allen Robinson play for Antonio Brown?
He plays Allen Hurns, which is the best.
Don't
worry. Go ahead. Don't worry. I have my thing to say.
Antonio Brown. Yeah. Answer the question.
Antonio Brown.
Are they Antonio Brown?
Martavis Bryant.
Are they Antonio Brown? Is a simple yes or no. Are they Antonio Brown?
Antonio Brown.
They not him, but
exactly. All I needed was yes or no.
Their name is Antonio Brown.
All I need is do they have Antonio Brown production?
Yes.
Continuous Antonio Brown production?
Yes.
Are they the best receiver in football?
Best duo?
Nah.
No, are they the best receivers in football? Are either of them?
Antonio Brown's not the best receiver.
Okay. All right.
What?
Anyways.
My man Des guy.
Anyway.
Chill out.
You're going to say Des Bryant is better than Antonio Brown. After last season, you know what?
He had no Romo.
Let's continue.
It's not even a debate.
What did Antonio Brown do without Ben Roethlisberger? Nothing.
That's a good point.
Hey.
But we still saw the numbers he put up, though.
With Ben Roethlisberger.
No, but we saw the numbers he put up the whole season.
Even
without Ben, we're getting off topic. You know what? That's off topic. I'm not getting into that. I already argued this once. I already made this case once. I already argued this once, and I made my case. I made my case.
But this is about those two being a duo.
No,
he's gone. Martavis Bryant gone because he can't get off the stuff.
We gotta talk about the suspension.
He can't get off that stuff. So he's gone. So the best duo in the league is the Jaguars receivers court now.
Chill out. Stop.
You got your opinion. I'm gonna let you have that. I'm gonna let you have your opinion.
Man, it's settled.
I don't agree with it, but I'd love to hear other people's opinions. Call us 757-683-4405 if you think the Jaguars receiver duo is better than the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Say it slower. Make sure I want them to call in and let you know wrong.
Bryant. You said what?
Say it slower because I want them to call in and let you know you're wrong. 757-683-4405.
That's actually crazy.
Let them call in.
I provided you with stats in Florida.
And their stats were better combined.
Yes, but how many more games did they play?
It doesn't matter.
How many games did their quarterback play?
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. How many games your quarterback plays? It does matter.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. So when Tony Romo was out.
I'm done. You just said Tony Romo was out, so Des Bryant that affected it. But
exactly.
So you want to change it for the argument?
Yeah, because I'm a Cowboys fan.
No, shut up. Of course. No, manipulate for the argument. No, get out of here.
No.
Anyway,
there's
the man couldn't stop the stuff,
I'm just saying
he's been suspended. And Brian Fetner is pretty much saying that it's been a depression issue and not a party issue. But at this point, Antonio Brown is just coming off a 4-game suspension. No, not just coming off, but Martavis Bryant. Sorry, thank you. Is coming off of a 4-game suspension off this season for the same substance abuse stuff, and it's sad because you see other guys like Josh Gordon who applied for reinstatement in the NFL is still suspended for his previous problems with substance abuse, and now we see the issues with Johnny Manziel who just got released by the Browns earlier in the week, and now you're starting to see this trend of players having the problems with substance abuse, and whether it's depression or not, I mean, you're costing yourself money and your ability to take care of your family by the way you keep hurting them with the substance abuse. So what do you guys think about this Martavis Bryant suspension? Kyler, let's start with you. What do you think?
Well, whether it's depression, well, we wouldn't really know like what's the exact detail. They say it's depression. I want to bank on the fact that it's depression because Hold on, we have a caller.
Yeah, I'm ready for this one.
Hello, caller. You're in with KBR Sports, the best sports talk show you 24 hours a day. How can we help you?
Hey, I just got one thing to say.
What's up?
Dez Bryant, the best receiver in the league.
Oh, he already knows.
Give me a reason why.
He already knows.
Give me a reason why.
He already
Oh my God.
Give me a reason why, Dez Bryant. Are you a Cowboys fan?
Of course.
Of course.
Yeah. Oh my God. That's why.
Give me a non-biased opinion. That's all I'm asking for. Give me a non-biased opinion. Why is Dez Bryant the best receiver in football? See the numbers. You got stats to back it up? You got stats? That
he did have an injured foot.
Look, he was injured this year, man. And plus he didn't have his quarterback. That's a beast duo right there. But if they wouldn't have got injured, man, I think the Cowboys would have been way better than what we did this year, man. You gotta think that's one of our main players. So
would y'all have been? Would y'all really have been? Because from past experience, the Cowboys haven't given us nothing.
We are 13-3 when Romo plays.
Rashad, how about you go back a couple of years? Don't just go
back to our team we have now.
How about you go back to our team we have now? Okay, go back to when Dez Bryant was drafted. How many years ago was Dez Bryant drafted?
We have now with the full offensive line, with the running game we have.
This is what Cowboy fans do. You want to give me stats that are partial. You don't want to give me a full stat. When Tony Romo's healthy, we're this and that. You gave me 13-3. Go back to all those 8-8 seasons that Tony Romo had. Go back to all those 8-8 seasons. How about those? Tony Romo's healthy for those.
Kobe's great because Matt Johnson got championships. No. That has nothing to do with each other. Going back to the past has nothing. It's no irrelevant.
You just went back to the past to break up the Tony Romo's record. You just went back to
in the past 2 seasons. He's 13-3 as a starter.
So why are you selectively choosing 2 seasons? Tony Romo started for the Cowboys for multiple years.
Because he had his whole offensive line. He had experience for multiple years. The most healthy.
So just because you get an offensive line now doesn't mean you should have been productive earlier. So are you gonna tell me y'all weren't talented enough before then to get to the playoffs, Rashad?
Why you hating on the Cowboys, man?
I'm telling the truth. I have no problem with the Cowboys. I'm saying don't give me selective information. If you're gonna tell me Tony Romo was 13-3, that's what he just did. Go back, look up every season Tony Romo has played. And then you can calculate the season y'all went to the playoffs. Look up every season from when T.O. left. Even including T.O.'s season, look up Tony Romo's record and tell me how he played. Tell me how he went as a starter. Because all I hear is this selective for the past 2 seasons. Last time I checked, he lost to the Panthers last year. And he played in 3 games last year, right? How many games? 3 or 4?
He played in 3.
So he went 2-1 as a starter last season. The season before that, they went 12-4. Give him credit. What about the season before that?
But he was hurt.
But check it. Hayden always had the offensive line he had, man.
And neither did Aaron Rodgers. Neither has Tom Brady. Tom Brady has had a makeshift offensive line. Andrew Luck hasn't had a great offensive line. Guess what they did? They made it to the playoffs.
But look, we talking about Romo though. But
why are we giving him an excuse?
Yeah.
You say it again?
Why are we giving Tony Romo an excuse that the other guys don't get? That's my point. Why is he getting an excuse? If this was Tom Brady, we'd be sitting here saying he still has to get it done, and he did get it done. He got his guys team to the AFC Championship game.
So how much he got destroyed in the Denver Broncos game?
At least he was there to lose. That's the point. At least he was there.
Even about to come back
Romo didn't play majority. Like, he didn't play 75% of the games.
So what about the other years, Rashawn? What about other years where Tony Romo played 15
games? You gotta have a good team. You gotta have a good team.
His team was good enough to win the NFC East, Rashad. His team was good enough to win the NFC East.
If you want to tell me the NFC East are bad.
No, I'm not saying they're bad, but I'm saying so the other teams in the NFC NFC North are bad.
Aaron Rodgers didn't have a good offensive line, but you gotta look at it like this. They 2 different styles of quarterbacks. Aaron Rodgers can move better than Romo out of that pocket. Romo, he can move a little bit, but not as good as Aaron Rodgers. So, yeah, him having a better offensive line made a difference for him.
But what about Tom Brady?
But Tony Romo, wouldn't we say that
Tom Brady always had a Tom Brady had no bum offensive line.
Hold on a second. Are you aware of the fact that Tom Brady had 38 different offensive line combinations this season? You know that?
Because his offensive line was freshmen?
His offensive line was hurt continuously over the season. And are you aware that the last Pro Bowl wide receiver Tom Brady played, or the last marquee name receiver Tom Brady played with was Randy Moss. You know that, right? Tony Romo's had Des Bryant for years now. He had Terrell Owens before that.
Thank you. I appreciate you saying he's great up there with Randy Moss category. I appreciate that.
Cool. I mean, he's an elite receiver. I'm not saying he's Randy Moss. No, don't be disrespectful for Randy Moss. Come on. Let's not disrespect Randy Moss.
He's the best receiver in the league. That's what I thought for. I just want to let y'all know that Des Bryant is the best receiver in the league.
I can't agree with you. I'm pulling up the stats for you right now, actually. I pulled up the stats and on Antonio Brown. Once my computer finishes loading.
Antonio Brown won't do this next year without Martavis Bryant. And since Martavis Bryant got the suspension, that's all I can say.
Wow.
I feel like he will, though.
He won't.
Your fellow Cowboy fan just said, wow.
No, I said bow. I was saying bow. Like, yeah, that's what it is.
Really?
Because he knows, like, Antonio Brown is not going to be able to
do
it.
So Antonio Brown's a product of Martavis Bryant.
He's not a product of him, but it greatly helps him. Des Bryant doesn't have any help. If you want to call, if you want to call Terrence Williams help,
it takes the slack off Antonio Brown, but he'll still get those receptions.
It works. The other players are great. Are
not to miss. We got a running game
benefits
too.
off of Antonio Brown, not the other way around. They benefit. He has the Jordy Nelson effect. That the other receivers are still good, but they reap benefits of playing with Antonio Brown. It's not the other way around. Antonio Brown will still get his as long as Ben Roethlisberger is in the line to still throw the ball to him. Antonio Brown's still gonna get his. And if you throw the ball at least to him, when Michael Vick was in the lineup, Michael Vick won't throw the ball to him. You can get his targets.
And when Kellen Moore became the starter for us last year, Des Bryant was getting burned. He was getting touches. He was getting touchdowns. Everything.
All right, I'll give y'all. Look, here's Des Bryant's season stats from the year he was healthy. Here you go, guys. 88 receptions, 1,320 yards, and you said what?
What year is this?
This is the 2014 year, the year y'all went to the playoffs with Des Bryant. The year y'all went to the playoffs. He had 1,320 yards, 16 touchdowns, and 88 receptions. Let's go to Antonio Brown's season stats. Wow. We can just pull up this year. You know what I'm saying? We just look at it this year. He had 136 receptions, 1,834 yards, and 10 touchdowns. Des Bryant had more touchdowns, but as far as receiving yards and everything goes, Antonio Brown
had 50 more receptions.
He had shorter receptions.
But
he has 50 more receptions.
He's catching the
ball.
It's
the same thing with Julio Jones.
He's catching the ball. But the funny thing is, they had almost as many targets. Even the year before that, he had more targets. He had less receiving yards. So what? I'm not understanding this case here for Des Bryant. I'm missing this. I understand Des Bryant being a top 3, but he's not better than Antonio Brown.
Des Bryant gets points.
Hey, check it. I'm gonna say one more thing, and I'm gonna get off of here. Des Bryant is the best receiver in the league.
Numbers don't lie. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna finish off with numbers don't lie.
Des Bryant, honestly.
I'm saying numbers don't lie. But all right, caller, appreciate you calling in, man. Appreciate your support, bro.
No doubt. Y'all keep doing that thing.
All right, thanks, man.
I was hoping he was calling in for the Jaguars. Support case about how that's the best duo.
For the Jaguars.
But I don't think you don't game. Nobody watched the Jaguars.
They don't. It's sad. But the suspension, I can't say it's like a depression type thing. I mean, it doesn't matter if it's depression or not. The league's not going to care. I mean, you violated the rules, you get punished for it. And
I think him opting out to not appeal shows that it may be something deeper than just a party thing and him trying to actually get some help.
I mean, I feel like you can appeal and still get some help.
True.
Yeah, he did.
I mean, think about it. You lose. Look how much millions of dollars you're losing. Like, how are you going to get help with no money? You know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, most of these celebrities, when they get their money, they spend it on stuff, which they got to pay for.
Just better hope he got a good account.
You know what I mean? Yeah. I mean, what if you don't? So, I mean, you lose a year of football and you say get some help with no money. So, I don't know. I feel like at this point, you're not going to beat the league when it comes to something like a substance abuse or anything like that.
No, of course
you're not going to beat the league. So you just basically just say that you're not going to build it. Hopefully they reduce the suspension, kind of like you telling yourself you get a lesser case, a lesser trial. I mean, lesser sentencing. Man, I struggle to get that out. Lesser sentencing. It's kind of like that. He's just hoping that maybe it gets lessened.
Well, it's one of those things that even if you're depressed, all this stuff, it's one of those things that I see it as. I mean, you know the rules of your job, and because he was it's one of those things that players like him, Randy Gregory, Josh Gordon, Johnny, I just don't get it because y'all know that. I mean, for Martavis Bryant, he gets randomly tested because he's tested for it before. So they randomly test him now. But like Randy Gregory, you knew coming into the draft they were going to test y'all for this, and then you still tested positive for it. I just don't get why these players keep endangering their money for activities that it's honestly not. I know you might have issues outside, but everybody has issues. Everybody in every walk of life has issues. We can't say this because you play football, your issues matter more than somebody else's. That's not the case. Everybody has issues in their walk. I'm pretty sure a lot of people like to sit up in their jobs or whatever. Might like to smoke some weed or something like that to relieve their issues, but they can't do it because it's part of their job. Most jobs have drug tests, so it's one of those things that you have to know what comes with your job, and the ability to take care of your family should supersede everything else. And you're like, I mean, I'm not saying that now that because he's suspended for a year, he's gonna go broke. Hopefully, you planned your money out right and everything. I mean, the man's played in the league for a couple of years now, but the thing is, it's like. You can't endanger the money maker, the money, you can't endanger the stream of money coming in for your family over a recreational activity that you can sideline for, that isn't essential, doesn't need to be essential part of your life. Like you can talk about rappers, you can talk about, celebrities doing it and stuff. But here's the thing, their jobs don't outline that they can't do it. You know what I'm saying? Lil Wayne or whatever can go smoke as much weed as they want. But your job strictly says it's against the rules.
And so there's definitely other ways of coping with depression.
Yeah, there are other ways to cope with depression. You got counseling. You could talk to there's so many different ways that you can deal with depression. That's not
self-destructive.
Yeah, that won't exactly. That's a perfect way of saying that. It won't be self-destructive to you, your team, your family, and just those around you. So I mean, it's a sad thing to see for real because I mean. Martavis Bryant is, he's a great talent. I mean, that speed that they have on that team on Pittsburgh is something different. You know what I mean? And him, Marcus Wheaton, like that their whole wide receiving core is they're the fastest core. Their 40 times are all the fastest 40 in whole NFL have listed the fastest 40 times combined. So it's a sad thing to see that now it's like he could possibly go a whole year without playing football because of something so unnecessary. But we're going to shift gears and